So now we will talk about what I have done in the part 5 of the project. So here I have compared the performance of the MNIST dataset, which we have done in the assignment 4, and the CIFAR 10 dataset, which I have done in the part 4. So I'm comparing both the accuracies of these two datasets. So here we can see that on the first step, that is step 0, we can see that the accuracies of both the datasets, MNIST and CIFAR-10 dataset, are almost same, like which is around 12.52% for the MNIST dataset and 10.42% for the CIFAR dataset. And later we can also observe that from the next step, that is for the step 100, the accuracy of both datasets had a drastic rise, and the accuracy levels between the two datasets are having very large difference, where we can see that the accuracy of the CIFAR-10 dataset is 37%, and the accuracy of the MNIST suddenly raised to 90%. And if we go to the last step, that is the step 4900, we can see that the accuracy level of MNIST is 99.19%, and the accuracy level of CIFAR 10 is 68.18%. Seeing the difference between the accuracy levels of both the data sets, we can say that there is a very bigger gap in the performance of the two CNNs used on these two data sets. So here we can clearly conclude that the accuracy of MNIST dataset is really high compared to the CIFAR-10 dataset, even though both datasets have been trained and built using two convolutional layers and two pooling layers. Maybe because of the huge and complex dataset of CIFAR-10, I think the accuracy is very low compared to the MNIST dataset. So now we will talk about why there are gaps in the performance between the two data sets, that is CIFAR and MNIST. Because there is a significant bigger gap between these two data sets accuracies. Maybe I am thinking that there are few reasons, and those reasons are the first reason is the training and testing data sets of both these are very different. And secondly, the gap is maybe because of the complexity of the data sets. We can see that the MNIST data set is very, it's a less complex data set, and the CIFAR-10's data set is a complex one. And also, if we look into the images of the MNIST and CIFAR-10, we can easily say that the depth of the MNIST data set is 1, because it's a single color, which is black, and the depth of the CIFAR-10 dataset is 3, which is it has a RGB colors. So maybe this because of this, the data set of CIFAR-10 it's very complex and huge, so which is making it very complicated. So I think these are the reasons that have caused the significant gaps in this both performance of the data sets. So in the part 6, I am trying to improve the performance of CIFAR-10 datasets. So in improving the performance of the CIFAR-10 dataset from 68%, which we have got from the part 4 when we have used two convolutional layers. So I had an idea of trying another way so that I can get any better accuracy than the before ones. So what the idea of mine is to increase the number of convolutional layers and the pooling layers, and also the number of steps that we use for the model. So before for the CIFAR-10 dataset, I have used 5,000 steps and 2 convolutional layers. So now I want to use 3 convolutional layers, 3 pooling layers, and the number of steps is around 7,000. So as I'm using 7,000 steps, this may lead to an increase in the runtime of the model, but eventually it may help to get more accuracy for my model. So we will look into the results of the model that are included below. And then I will discuss about the results of the test model, which whether my proposal of this idea is had brought any improvement to the network's performance. So this is the code where I have added either conversion layer and pooling layer, and then I have used the third pooling layer output as an input to the fully connected layer after flattening it. So you can see here the accuracy of the model at the step 5800 is around 69%, and at the end of the all the steps, that is around 1600 step, the accuracy is around 68.79%. So from this, we can say that there is not much improvement, but we can clearly say that we have improvement of around 2 or 3%, which can also be called as an improvement. So I can conclude that the uh, improvement of the convolutional networks by adding adding extra convolutional layer had resulted in the improvement of the performance of the model. So at last, if I am thinking to give a total project report, so this is my project report. Uh, so the primary objective of this project is to learn about all the algorithms that are present in association with the big data. Uh, and as we know that big data is defined as the data that contains huge volume and data variety. Uh, we can say that the data is very huge and enormous with different types of data such as audio, text, video. So to deal with all these kinds of data, uh, we have the deep learning algorithms which have been uh, uh, which have been taught by our professor that has helped me very well to enhance these results. And I have also learned on how I can train, build, and test the models by using TensorFlow library. Mm, and here I can also say that all the coding part is done in the virtual Jupyter notebook, which I have shown in the earlier videos. And we have also used convolutional neural networks to design the model and analyzing the audio test. So overall conclusion uh, from the project's perspective, that is taught by our professor, and also the learnings which I have got from those videos by and starting this project, uh, I can see the overall conclusion is overall conclusion as a better experience. Yeah, yes, maybe the better experience. In addition to that, even the discussions that have been made when we explore more about the deep learning technology. Uh, from all the learnings, I can clearly conclude that practicing in learning these algorithms can shape my knowledge well, and it showed us what major contributions can we can make to the society that can bring a very good impact using the deep learning technology. And also, uh, I haven't used any general adversarial networks, but even the topic is very interesting for me of regarding the fake currency notes about the discriminator and generators. So overall, my experience with this project is very good, and hope this project, which I have been showing to you, is perfect. And I have used all the algorithms or steps that have been taught to use. And last but not least, thank you.